Hello, hello. Welcome to a new weigh-in video.
Alright, so this video is called Opening Up About My Health at 500 Pounds, Weigh In Episode 4. So let's just get into it.
Today is Tuesday the 15th. Let's literally get right into the questions. Are you in a lot of pain at this size? I have always been big. Even as a kid, I was always the fattest one in the room. That has not changed now. So this means I am used to my size. Like, my muscles are like...
I don't know how anybody could be used to being 500 pounds, and she's gonna go into some random shit right now. Just listen to her.
I am used to this. So no, I don't have as much pain as what people always think I have. I always catch people thinking I look uncomfortable.
Why'd you always saying like catch or stuff like that? Like she's saying like people always catch me, like she just wants to be like the victim all the time.
Or I look like I'm in pain, and it's like I don't feel those things. There have been times in my life, especially at my heaviest, where I had a lot of lower back pain due to my belly, because my belly carries a lot of weight, so it's heavy.
Okay, why are you saying heavy when you know it's just because you're fat? Your belly carries a lot of weight because you're fat. And pretty much the rest of your body does hold a lot of weight too. Just look at this area right here. Weight. It's heavy here, heavy here, heavy here, heavy. You pretty much get my point here. You can't even see your ears anymore.
So especially at my heaviest, like a lot of back pain. The most pain I do feel
For back pain, I'm not a pharmacist, but cannabis helps a lot with lower back pain.
Is when I'm grocery shopping. If I'm on my feet for like an hour and a half, the heels on my feet do hurt. I mean, just imagine. I'm over 500 pounds. I have very small feet, but for the most part, I'm not in good.
Just retarded, honestly, just retarded. We already know that she has elephant trunk legs.
As sad as this is, the pain is more mental than emotional. What did you mean by I plan my whole day around this and you're going to eat today? So I think you're referring to this clip. Alright, you guys, it is time for my first meal. I planned my whole day around this. So some days I like to plan my meals and some days I don't. If I know I'm gonna order takeout for a certain day, or if I'm gonna go out with my mom, whatever it may be, and I know that there's a certain meal that is a larger amount of calories, then that is the first thing that I order. So that I know, okay, this sushi is 900 calories.
So she might as well just log the whole day as 4,000 calories as a bare base, and then whatever she actually does eat, if it's more than 4,000 calories, she's gonna have to add more calories. But if she's eating less than 4,000 calories a day, then she needs to take off calories.
Now let me plan my meal around it. It wasn't that I was planning my day, like my activities and what I was doing around the sushi. It was just planning my meals around it. What's a misconception you hear about lymphedema or lymphedema? Without a doubt, there's two things. It's either how much harder it is for me to lose weight, which I'm not going to talk about that because I feel like I talk about that a lot. I'm going to talk about the fact of...
Yeah, it's your number one excuse. Because you say with your lymphedema, you swell from, somehow you say that you're easily able to gain 20 pounds in a similar car ride.
How much the swelling affects my body and how much easier my body can move just overnight based on my swelling going down. A lot of people think that I'm exaggerating when I say that, like, wow, my breathing is so much better, my walking is so much better, my stamina is so much better, I waddle less when I walk, but I literally unswell. And sometimes that literally can just happen overnight. I feel like I'm exaggerating, I promise I'm not. I am so much more mobile when I'm not swollen. When I am swollen...
So can we get a before and after picture of that? Because you're just telling us something that you want us to believe. And if you're gonna bring it up, then you need to bring up the evidence. So there's no doubt that you might be lying or whatever, because you have a pattern of lying. So if you come back with backlash against this video saying like also shows the before and after picture that you being swollen or not, come on, you're doing it to yourself, retard.
It is a lot harder for me to get around. What makes it harder for me to get around is my skin is tighter. It reduces my range of motion around my joints, my ankles, just everywhere. Genuinely, it makes my legs feel like cement, like big concrete cements. And that's why I waddle more. It's harder to move my legs. And when I'm swollen,
that is just crazy. That's like the number one telltale sign that your health is deteriorating, that you're not able to walk in long distances, and you're not able to stand for more than an hour without feeling pain. Of course, there's outliers, like obviously if you're in a wheelchair, you can't stand or you can't walk. So come on, Amber, don't use that against this argument now. But yeah, just look at you. It's fucking sad.
And I am more lethargic. I have less energy. I get more tired. And due to the fluid just being everywhere around my body, it makes my breathing a lot worse.
Did you realize that she has 2 nose piercings?
It is because I'm actively losing weight. So if I step on the scale and I see that I'm down 6 pounds, because that was what I said last week, when I was like, yeah, I was down 6 pounds, I was walking around the casino and I felt so much better, and people were like, how did she notice the 6 pound difference in my body at that size? Because all those things I just named to you, they diminish and they get less extreme. So when I'm not as swollen, what is happening? It is improving my lymph flow to my body, which then in return makes it easier for me to move. I become more flexible. I'm able to keep up more with everyone else. My breathing gets better. And that cement feeling for when I am swollen, that goes away almost completely when the swelling goes away. But like all of these things become so detrimental when
I want to see her sit crisscross applesauce then. Just imagine it.
Swollen. And then when I lose that swelling, my body becomes more loose and my lymph flow is happening and I feel it. It's like you can only understand if you have this disease. People comparing their body to mine, saying, I don't notice a 6 pound loss because you don't have this illness, you don't have this disease, and be grateful for that. When I lose 6 pounds, yeah, sure, it's water weight. But at the same time, I'm not just losing 6 pounds of water weight, which to a normal person, that's all that would be happening. I'm also improving the flow.
This is just too much.
Fluids. I lose more fluids, I gain more flexibility and motion, and my skin's not as tight, like the list can go on. So what I'm saying is it's not the 6 pounds that I'm feeling, it's the symptoms of my lipedema and lymphedema that get better and improve when I am actively losing weight. That is what I'm talking about. So to the average person to hear me say, oh, I felt so much better after losing 6 pounds, yeah, that's a pretty big statement. So when you hear me just say that, it's like, girl, what are you talking about? Because I don't sit there and tell you guys about all of the symptoms that actually become less problemsome when I'm on track and when I'm losing weight. And sad reality is, as easy as it is for me to feel better, it's also really easy for those symptoms to flare up again and get worse again, even by things that like are normal to the average person, like sitting in the car for too long or just walking and being on my feet for an hour. All of those symptoms can come back even if I am on track, because gravity, when my legs are down, my legs become swollen. It's a lot. Lipedema and lymphedema has been detrimental to my life, and it is very confusing and hard to explain.
Why is she always saying that it's always something else that's always causing her health to be bad? She's literally saying, opening up about my health at 500 pounds. Do you not hear yourself? Like 500 pounds is the main factor of why you're having all these health issues. And before you say, yeah, skinny people can have lipedema, whatever, bitch, there's just another nail in the coffin for you, essentially. You're massively overweight. you have these two diseases, or one or the other, I'm not sure, and you see that you're struggling living with it, and it's hard for you to lose weight with it. I see you talking more about trying to lose weight more than you trying to manage your lymphedema, whatever shit you were just talking about. So either you're neglecting it and you just bitch about it when you're feeling bad about it, and this 6-pound weight loss saying that you feel better, like this fluid's moving around, then why bring it up?
To a bunch of people don't understand it, and if you do research, not even a lot of doctors understand it as well. Are you eating food alone at bingo, or does your mom eat with you? So lately I've been going to bingo with my mom, stepdad, and my friend, and we all eat food there, and we all eat the same things. Almost everyone at bingo eats, or they have their drinks there because there's a snack bar at every single bingo hall, which gets into the next question, which was actually asked from the same person that just asked that last one. Can you bring your own food to bingo? No. You are not allowed to bring your own food.
I've seen her bring her own food, or like her stupid ass Stanley cup into the bingo place. So maybe they allow little things like that. They probably wouldn't allow you to bring a whole rotisserie chicken. So maybe she kind of misspoke about this, but you never know.
Other than your drinks, everything that you can see in there has to be bought from the bingo. Alright guys, now let's see what the goals I had last week and did I succeed in them. So my first goal was to order takeout and have it delivered to my home 3 times a week. And my second goal was to have a better weekend than I did before. So for the takeout, I ordered Hawaiian on Wednesday, McDonald's on Thursday, and Indian on Sunday. So that's 3 times, so I was successful in my goal again. So I have been successful in my goal every single week so far. So my second goal of have a better weekend than I did before, I chose that because the Sunday was horrific and I overate my calories and I just really did not want that to happen. So was I successful? I was. Yes, I was. So on Sunday, I ordered Indian food and I actually ate that throughout the day, and that was all that I ate. Because when you order Indian, they give you a lot of food, especially when you order vegetable dairy meat. So I was able to split that for 3 meals. And then on Saturday with my family, we actually went out to eat to a burger joint, and I got freaking salad. Everyone got burgers, and then one of my cousins actually got these like spicy wings, and I was like, oh my god. But the fact that I chose to get like a really good salad instead of a burger with fries, it didn't make me feel like I was being controlled by food. It didn't make me feel powerless, which around food sometimes I do feel like that. So yeah, I was successful in
control of your life is an illusion. The only power you have is in your decisions that you make.
So now I have only one goal for this coming week. So I have a meal plan for this week, and I want to follow it 5 days out of the 7. But I will tell you guys next week if I did it. All right, let's talk about how my week went. I counted all my calories, and I did not go over at all. So new mom ate between 2,600 to 3,400. So out of the 7 days,
that's a lot.
I ate below the 2,600 5 days out of the 7. But then there were 2 days where I ate below the 3,400. So I do weigh in daily because you should do that, and I have been enjoying it. Like, it hasn't been bothering me, seeing the fluctuations. I know that like the second week, no matter what diet I'm doing, you never lose that much weight. I could be counting calories, I could be doing Weight Watchers, I could be doing Jenny Craig. If this has happened on semaglutide, Ozempic, like it literally doesn't matter. So when the scale was going like this the whole week, I was like, okay. This is the second week. That's usually exactly what happens because this was the second week of me doing Noom. So, anyway,
and this is when you quit.
Last week I was 518.0, and today I was. Is this gonna be a new thing?
Oh, stop! Please stop.
Every time before I tell you guys my weight. Today I was 517.0. So that means I'm only down to.
What the fuck was that?
This 517.
What is all this here? What the fuck is this? What the fuck?
So that means I'm only down a pound, but I am genuinely okay with that. I just gotta keep trucking, gotta keep doing my thing, gotta keep paying attention to what I'm eating and making those better choices. Anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video.
No, this video was shit. Goodbye.